tino senia estatiye.
Nearly 4,000 years ago, in the Sumerian town of Ur,
I say, I am 4,000. Apem and 9 echi. Yenya a Kurobia, a fan Sumerian town be a fan
of Ur, in the valley of the river Euphrates.
Yes, it's a war, a Euphrates, a year in Sutin, a beer.
Lived a young man named Abraham.
And Yahoo, and a nya a cratchy beer, and so a young man, and so about flowers. Na your friend Abraham. Allah Akbar.
The people of Ur had once worshipped Allah, but as time passed, they forgot the true religion and started praying to idols, statues made of wood or clay, and sometimes even precious stones.
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
Na sa ekroya yaka ho asemi. Na Abraham woman no omunim yame. Na embre ekonanim ene obonsam na daada ne ntino. Omuru afiri omo ho anaso obonsam edaada omo. Ema papa eda na omo bone anaso eye omo tan ama bone eye omo fe. Eni ntino omo fiti yese womu esum ehuoni.
Yes.
Omuden omunsa ede anwene.
Yes.
Ene ebuo ena afesunu ade a yede egudie aye eromudi siwo ena afesunu omu esum awsa ebre no. Nyame na ebo soro ne asase no omu refiri no. Enti na every generation biara no Yankopon suma komhyefo so omu ba kakayen wa bra bonsama ya yira itira kwan sene be ya tamuda ni duru a ebe ye ngina so no amba meka se medie na minnim debi eni tinu de bia no Yankopon de akomhyefo ne ba na wantie ne de a no wa ya sobra kire nya kire se akoye ngina so e de amaw yenkwe.
Or say, even as a small child, Abraham could not understand how his people, and especially his father, could make these images with their own hands, call them gods, and then worship them.
Yes. And Abraham tinas dim no one tias yes say Kenya mia nyami eye adia owo tumi awa body so.
No.
And no anu a oya kwala no Yakopon bie na adwene mu. No tenasi na odwen se ebeye den se ade a me ankasa mede me nsa anwene sa ade no me wo sutu
radio papa
na me samba koto sa ade no won tiase na me nkrofo de na ye omo adwene na kokodi himfa adane ana adenti na ade omo ankasa do omo nsa anwene no omo nsa so afiti se omo som sa ade no malam.
No.
This is a thing that is out of, imagination.
Yes.
And na Abraham won tiase. Wa kasa obakura watem na wo nokura no. Ebe den se obesom no.
No.
O pesa akwara na de esom.
No.
Na image waya on kasa wonidi wonko womba. Na won som sa de na akwara ntwe wa won tiase so for what reason?
Just a page and answer no movie.
Ani yetumi be wia no kura.
Yes.
Yetumi tam no de ko be bia.
Ye wia unyame.
Ai. Wohu.
No.
Emwar binatab yenya disa
radio
na edu bibi no na osu saa ade bi san saa de na osu oso okai biribi a atwom a na wo abusunsun mu a na aduane yedi se de bia do bi no anasa bi sem no so ono de saa aduane na ye ne nyame enti no wo kwa na se kwam de na na atam ne nyame no so me nyame dia yedi se na kwam de me no
o se me
nyansam ketwa
nyasa mewu
enti se mendiwa mewu enti mamindiu na ye nyame ne pia na mikodura na maye foforo hwe these people they don't go do.
Yes.
Omunimiame.
Yes.
Enti no no kasa che ne dabi no ko refer to God.
Ignorance.
So, ignorance.
Jahiliya.
Nyame hu yamabo.
Amen.
Yankwe.
Or say, he had always refused to join his people when they paid respect to these statues.
Nam.
Instead, he would leave town and sit alone, thinking about the heavens and the world about him.
Yes. Enti akoba ne sa no one on tiasie. Enti no hu se sebe ensenhunu ɛna ɛyɛ ade adwene ne yansɛm fa ɛno nti no no ɔmo ansom da ɛfiri sɛ na call bi ɛda no so a the supreme commander of the universe, the creator, is calling him to purify nakuma.
Yes.
And to kotnas di no meditate.
Yes.
The creation of the creator. Sene yankopon abodie ene se ne wotie.
No.
And to know what hwehwe ne kurasem na eden edi akire. Allahu akbar. Nti no watwe ne ho akwa gina baby. Allahu akbar. No ono nko a meditate. Yankwe.
He was sure his people were doing wrong. And so alone he started searching. He searched for the right way. One clear night, as he sat staring at the sky, he saw a beautiful shining star, so beautiful that he cried out, "This must be Allah." He looked at it in awe for some time, until suddenly it began to fade and then it disappeared.
And you know why I'm going to Abraham got now why drinking or say me nkrofo we amo yira kwan so na amo ya ade a adwene yansan fa me ndi o mechi me amamu no me gidie se nyame bi no amo som ne de a na ye wa nyame bi wo a esafata se yesom no na emamu no enye sa nyame no mo do mo nsa de anwene no. So he began his own search
radio
to find the true way, to know the supreme one. Nti de be ye kase se nimpa wo ho a enye de wa wo fa wo atum no e na obedi akire. Find the truth. If they are true parts, you follow it. If they are not following it well, make sure say what there you are going to follow it and follow it well.
Very well.
Yes. And it's no Abraham kwa dwindwin na wo hwe nyame abode no ena anajo ba ko hu say bosumi epie na epie awa ne fie so instruma na say
one instruma shining star,
star no
shining
is oslane star.
Yes.
No who say instruma epie
so beautiful that he cried out.
Na who say epie bebre na ne fe ene se ne dos na gu wie mu no Emma oka say ade we de efe.
Hey, this must be Allah.
Na wo hwe ne dodo no ne fe etie ne dia mitumi say we ena ye yankopon a say som no Allahu akbar. Tina yankopon atwetwe na adwene de sisunto dinkande ensoma ye mfato e de kire ne se hwe mabode e mabo na hwe ensoroma no what you said na adwene dem ekodiri saa ensoroma na chi.
He looked at it in awe.
We na omo amoye scientists
no
omo say omo travel to space no. When we are talking about heaven and earth, they become confused. They says you can heaven and earth. So which planet are you talking about? Is the God we are talking about, is it only the planet earth? Or what is it?
What is it at all?
What you are saying? And when the Abraham star no Yankopon no one of his creation.
Yes.
And this star is above all the planets that we know.
Yes.
Even there's some planets that you haven't what discovered.
Yes.
And you know Yankopon can one no. He is God of what? The cosmic and then all the galaxies.
Yes.
The one that you have discovered and the one that you have not what discovered.
Yes.
Allahu akbar.
Allahu akbar.
Into Abraham. And say yes. Nyame abode afi. Na kuma die tie ka say we be nyame no. Na ohwedi kapim tama ensroma no eyira.
And then he turned away in disappointment, saying, I love not things that set.
Nam. Abraham ka say
Quran chapter 6 verse 77.
Nam. Awo yankopon tumi mu no. We density ye free Quran mu. Quran chapter 6 verse number 77. Na o hwe no ayira no. No Debi we yankopon no. No tiase se yansa yankopon no. Nsa no dwuma ni bi no.
Allahu akbar.
Yes, because wonim se sa nyame no woni ewieye. Akoba ne sense me yankopon no epie na bedu time me hwehwe na me nya no. And or him fan.
No.
Do you know who said no? there's something superior above what I thought.
On another night, Abraham was looking at the sky, and he saw the rising moon, so big and bright that he felt he could almost touch it. He thought to himself, this is my Lord. Quran chapter 6 verse 78.
Yes. And it's Adafufra okoya oya in meditation about the creation of the creator. Na jene ko si bosome so. Aya bimba kasanti Abraham da yawi. No hu bosome da. This is awakening period for Abraham.
Yes, Allah.
This was the time that he was awakened.
Yes. Radio.
And he was ascending consciously to the Creator.
Yes.
To the source of life itself.
To the truth.
Into the truth. So he was now climbing the step one after the other. And you know, then it's two Osramos who say, Osrami way esosin nsroma na mehu ye no enitino nefe ene na kona ye nintino na eye ne se opagya ne nsakro obetumi so osrama mu
bosome
na o ka say yes way ebeye me yankopon way yankopon said
we preach the truth
eye fu abako na esusin nsroma bebre na mehu ye ni Allah Akbar.
He thought to himself, this is my Lord. But it was not long before the moon set as well.
Allah Akbar.
Then he said, unless my Lord guide me, I surely shall become one of the folk who are astray.
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
And Jacobana Sano, and Abraham say, well, Shayan Abosumeno Essanso Nebrasuyan Okoye. And I say, Debbie, dear Quadia, Nyamina Meshano, and you were. I just said, one kasa atineme. And yes, sir, Melko cancer yera for no. Because when we say a camia said, Yamia body na no edem, would ye chile. Would ye trebina or yakosum sa Yamia body any be debi. Still no, or person or ascend more to higher position. Allah Akbar. Allah. To know Usufra and Copas and Copane and Tinana so one guide.
Abraham then saw the beauty and splendor of the sunrise and decided that the sun must be the biggest and most powerful thing in the universe. But for the third time, he was wrong. For the sun set at the end of the day. It was then that he realized that Allah is the most powerful, the creator of the stars, moon, the sun, the earth, and all of living things. Suddenly, he felt himself totally at peace because he knew he had found the truth.
Nam. And the chamber mu Abraham Namoa, Neniba, a wiasunus. That's an area soon the beer boy yam. I know din dia. Eshenia, what do we need Shakrana and we need ya? Won't you mean she? And I know the supreme. One of the Benya Micasiano. No. If you say Shani, now no she, a chenya me body in Nara, and Tiano Bay Kukunu. And to know an Ajudruiano, and then who Eban who so. And Abraham can say, Debbie, and away dear, and Sanso and yes, Yankupono. Debbie. No, I said, Yamina Mishano.
Tip radio.
And the best I am or Bo, Ayans Roma, or Sramene. Any affairs no eye owiano and it no san yankopon no and I say mesum san yame no Allah Akbar.
Suddenly he felt himself totally at peace because he knew that he had found the truth.
And you know prakope and nakuma atone yam and who say afen me hu no kre no afen me dem me hu no kre no nto no se nyasomdwe e de ma ne kra nko.
When he said unto his father and his folk, what do you worship? They said, we worship idols and are ever devoted to them. He said, do they hear you when you cry, or do they benefit or harm you? They said, nay, but we found our fathers acting in this manner.
And to Abraham who no kreno, one fan and shan one kasano. No. And no 50 years away dawa. So be send and Yankopon semu. No kono nkro for in chain or 50 no be so said. Na more dear na mosum. And na almost en Abraham pan and the pan asembe no ba be say and then no me sorry ye yinara no de almost ma na ehoni asisi we and ye sum bi na yeso ye di ekire
you go explain it
yeah and ye di ekire bi na no be say den na yesum and Abraham be say sa ohoni we omutumi ye opapa anaso omutumi ye bone omo say o da bi o ontumi ye papa bi ontumi ye bone bia Allahu akbar and then wo ho na yesi ko krom amamre bi wo ho kono kokko ye na o ebo mo de kodu kro no so na mo ye ade bi obisa say ade we mo ye ase kire ne sen ade we ase kire ne sen na efrehemfa
papa
ede ntina mo ye sa ade we e kwa akosi himfa na mo say akwala umu ade a obisa sa asam we de na hawo wonu nso ade wo peje wo abetre no mu buofu
no
ede ntia they don't have any concrete explanation for the question that you are questioning them because they themselves they came and meet their forefathers worshiping them and one thing mistake that we the Africans and the mankind we made is that you do not know the covenant your forefathers made with those gods. We are saying this and yes say bia ohuoni no a wo mo esom no na bibi ni mo there's satanic energy inside it. Satanic energies no so to me feeding well they can influence you, give you some answers to what you are looking for. You have to tell the people the truth. This is the truth is I'm preaching international. So can it try no doubt
radio
nam
ne
kurankwa na kana wase no bi tie wazi we no ko baby no ko fan san ko gu kunkum abo so bi so no ka say me pese ade chia se nsi ana say ade enhusa megui so me da na mi ya loto number na mpala no nya da so no nya loto number ko twa no odi a obeka say Mallam twa ntro wonim de okeka minim de amekeka homa no so nim de oka those energies no they existed and there are some energies inside now Nina say you have the supreme commander of the universe one and as a father say beden yabesomuno and to know what you meet your forefathers under it you have to take yourself out and pave your own way sa we kremoni aye kremoni mapa enya ho suma amanu suma kafaru emo biare hunahuna emo bia nka nkyira so wanko ukroma nko ya amamre bia wundi yie wo bebre wo do kombo wo fom bibie no bekọ yie di amawo enya sa so wona nanom esom ya no omudi yie ya bisa won se wona nana amamre be ne amane be me no mo ye ekwan be so na mo worship those so called the idols. What was their path? Omo akwan ne sen eduane be na omo de ba sa idol no amamre be na omo ye wonim wo de se ukọ ye no na de bibi gugu na yanse na egugu nsa na de bibi gugu tiri so ai and amamre de ento nchene Islam ne de ho duru afi de se ekwenekwe ukọ no kokoshi no wa they cannot provide answers to you. And when you put yourself, it's there that the curses will come upon you. You find yourself doing a lot of things and it's not going well. Now, what attribute Sadian into Islamic religion or any religion that you are in? Now say and no, and ya papa. Now what done and more colocole. Utufura no alcohol. So you cremonium, so you Christianium, so you Buddhism, so you Ankankanium. So we are al Christian you ufira no akoso we ahwe no akoso we ahwe no akoso because your mind is not at peace. What you say? You or your forefather no they did something. They put your name inside. You too, you are also a forefather of your own self. Take yourself out and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. He says Senya and Abraham ohunu kreno. Oh, son and the crown de mejide for Mallam and to omo time no. So ya kola omwade nenu swade all kind of crown because all question according to this Quran ayah any hadith no edi adanse say they know nothing about it because obisa omo say etumi ye omo papa and say etumi ha omo he said no I don't know what you say and then utumi ebisa say even kura wo fie deities ni din the same kura they cannot provide the answers for you. Why? There's a lot of things that they don't know the answers. You know, a common name of deity they can't provide to you. Ubisa questions about it, they will not give it to you, and they will push you. So,
There'll be.
Look at all this thing. It's going on.
Tip radio.
It's going on today. No matter now. One kwaya undi. Ube say. Who started say oh questionnaire. No be wo agbalagba kitwa bi ho fie nim passe what you say na ana questions a wo ye ya na say unjina printing on yamimu a odi agora ne ya true the tia ya mbo ya re say say odwuma na ba ka cha say e kan say kofie ka ya mamle e so moboa. It's all about illusions.
Yes.
One na work no he doesn't know anything about it. Intino yankopon no bosoro ne asase no one a Gafur Rahim. One now don't want to know. Now soon I want to crack one so. Now do we shin more. Bibiaboko yedade. Amon. Abraham Twasso.
Or say, he said, see now that which you worship, you and your forefathers. Lo, they are all an enemy to me, except the Lord of the worlds, who created me. And he guides me, and who feeds me and waters me. And when I sicken, then he heals me. And who causes me to die, then gives me life again. And who are ardently hope will forgive my sins on the day of judgment. Quran chapter 26, verse number 70 to 82. 24. Chapter 24.
And Abraham said, "Me catch them, efiti ende elkono." Ma bosomna musumni na no ma badane me matamfo.
Yes.
Because Abraham no, he doesn't abide to it, to whatever they do about it.
Yes.
Amama mre na mane bi omo ye bia no mfa ho.
Yes.
Because wonu obisa mu kwa na munyan sabianse sembi anka njira no. And he is not ready to
radio.
No say ordinary no watu okokroko so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala eso. Wono na osumna wa ma homa wa tell na kwan na mane na mamre na pede ne de ompe na feso asanso a tell akwantene ne de obeye nhira de obeye de no me babrew what you say wa tell ni ndara e Abraham se sanya me no obesum no sanya me no ana obetumi amana yare sanya me no obetumi asana yare sanya me no obetumi ekum no sanya me na bede ayama no nkwa no de onye bi odbema no de meje wom.
Or say, and and when I sicken, then he heals me.
Who
causes me to die and then gives me lifts me again.
Yes,
and who I ardently hope will forgive my sin on the day of judgment.
Yes. And also so and at Temuda no sono, the son of Bonifera or them born bed ever chemi. No. No.
One day, while all the townspeople were out, Abraham angrily smashed all the idols with his right hand, except for which was very large. When the people returned, they were furious. They remembered the things Abraham had said about the idols. They had him brought forth before everyone and demanded, "Is it you who did this to our gods, O Abraham?"
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
Na daba ko omuinara akọ efuom anaso mu pie ruwaye bi kire se abra omu bekọ no omu ka se Abraham besen yanko Abraham se me yale endame nko bebia se ya mena dwuma kase entina Abraham pese o kire omu se nyame na osom no no o tumi chen de omu den omu esom no no ena Abraham etame ye fense hama
akuma
anase akuma ena odibo bo abosom kitenkete ni ndara ana oja kase no ena ode yino ade no obubu na akuma no ade kwasan kase no kon ho ena obetina ho din ento mo bae no na abosom ni na this glass condemn to grebu am say asamba ni mususan na dia ni ana am say ade we pa ye kwai obi oso wo yare ana Abraham wanko bi na ono so na de bia okeka kan so bisa so many questions about our idols. And all those things.
Yes.
Now what ebeye ono a akwa we was start bisa nsehunu ebeye ono a wo mo ho no mu say nsehunu mo nti ebeye ono a then they approach him
or say Bisano, is it you who did this to our gods, oh Abraham?
No.
Abraham replied, but this their chief did it. Ask them if they are able to speak.
Yes.
The people exclaimed, you know, they do not speak.
Oui.
Do you worship what you yourselves have carved when Allah created you and what you make? Abraham continued, do you worship instead of Allah that which cannot profit you at all nor harm you?
What I say? And to the Abraham, this glass idea way on to one or mobile approaching Abraham. I dear ye bubu. Uno ye okafi. Usun and say okay cancel. Unubi.
You
are prime suspect.
Yes.
You are a prime suspect.
Yes.
And Abraham, whoa. Na dia kese na esi we omo na yo mo hene omo chief ade se na se no kon wi mo bisa no bisa ni se na dia na esi ye e bia ni buofu kwala na odidi na ta no buofu no butu omo bisa mo kasi na omo yi wa no na
radio
mi da u bisa no asa Abraham opese odidi ataba na start you so omo kasada omo wo so omo kasada ana baka chenze ko bisa no no Etino ade ankasa enya hwe ena musumu no modem nsa anwe no entumi nya mo bone entumi nya mo papa biara ena musumu no na sade se etumi ya nipa bone anka Abraham bu ba ko pe na ba ko de ne seche twene ne so ade bubu na wie ba ko kura nsole antwo ko
radio
antwo ko wie godo what you say
no
ena omo se Abraham Debbie Jawukin okamusisam Allahu akbar Abraham catch say ade antumi ahamom ade na monsum Yankopon na obo mo
yes
ene munsa no dwuma na mo aye no every Yankopon mu because na tie na uti a yame na bo na tie no eye dua na wo sene yame na bo sa dua no eye gudie na wo de yame na bo sa agudie no ade na monsum yame ene sa abode na monsum na se motie o se eye fallen angels or the demons
which cannot profit you or harm you.
Say no na monsum na ade na yame obo sa all this entity no wonsum sa Yankopon no mum directly na wonsum sa abode no a antumi nyam papa bia antumi nyam bone Allahu akbar
finally Abraham warned them serve Allah and keep your duty unto him that is better for you if you did but no
I say ewie ne Yankopon komsheni Abraham ebo nkoko o say muntie mi dan pesa mo ti ase ni naran se monsum twedi ampo Yankopon a obo soro ya sase ade nyina ye ne dia wonu kuto na monsum na mbenya somje de amam kra en na beden ebeboa mo
you serve instead of Allah only idols and you only invent a lie lo those whom you serve instead of Allah own no provision for you. So seek your provision from Allah Azza wa Jal and serve him and give thanks to him, for unto him you will be brought back. Allahu Akbar.
Ana Abraham ekachom se monsom Yankopon wono ana nepa biara a mu hia no mu bisa na ode be mawo wono no yokokroko adina ye ne dia o kase wono bobu ma tan Dachal kwama timo da se muwa na muko ne nchen Allahu akbar paragraph esi
esi
okay maki ho amene pa ye beto so Abraham oye dawe o kan sa asem we de kire omo o bubu omo ho ni de na si ye omo sakra ye anaso omo sakra akoba ne sen why last story of Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him and he start e free na Abraham eso eba to Yankopon twime mu no ibobu no torch nkakra nkra de amamo se ne be ya mo betie ase yie ni mahu se ne tie ntino ye beba beto so part 2 e de akoyenim sa ne de nshire kase e de amaye bizin lai ta'ala and some more than some follow a page, oh, YouTube no so. Truth Islamic Preaching International, our channel no. Bomba this subscribe to our channel. Yeah, the video be a tuma kun no ati. Teach you more about children. And so follow him. Your fence him. Facebook no so. Truth Islamic Preaching International. And I have a tip TV. Na edition ka say dem e open so back a platform no number is 0554 46 90 96 0554 46 90 96 open so do ntubo eba no be support a hospital no so a botumi e dia faso dia baba Truth Islam Preaching International yedi be see as hazza billahi tawfik assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Tip Radio and Tip TV. Subscribe.